everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am trying out BH Cosmetics, specifically this Summer in St. Tropez Eyeshadow Palette and the Illuminating in Ireland palette. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look with those palettes, please keep watching. So first up, I have the BH Cosmetics Summer in St. Tropez palette. I found it at Winners, and so I thought I'd pick it up for this video. This is what the inside of it looks like. I got really excited when I saw this palette, and I think a lot of that is because it's very bright, it's very summery. I mean, it has the name Summer in the title, and I think a part of me is really trying to hold on to the last little bit of summer. In Calgary right now, it's basically fall. I mean, it's rainy every day. It's like 10 degrees on average. Sometimes it goes up to 20. And I mean, it doesn't feel like summer anymore. So I think this palette is gonna help to really hold on to the last little bit of summer. So I'm gonna do some swatches here. These are the swatches, and I'm very impressed. These swatched beautifully. They are very pigmented, very creamy. I'm very impressed with these shimmers here. These will be really pretty to work with. And yeah, I'm just a very, very beautiful palette so far on swatches alone. By looking at some of the colors here, I'm really leaning towards a lot of the pinks. I am going to use this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush here. So I'm gonna use this for my crease, just as it says. And I think to start, I'm gonna go in with the shade Sand in the corner there, just in my crease, to give kind of like a neutral base. I already put on some eyeshadow primer. Let me just see. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here. Let me just make sure. Okay, I'm gonna go into my crease. Just like that. Okay, this shade is very, very neutral. I mean, you can't really see too much of it. Let's go in a second time, see if we can build that up a bit. I mean, it does build up a bit, but it is a very, very neutral shade, which is okay because it's just in the crease. Okay, and then we're gonna go into the other side here. I am going to add, I think I'm gonna dip into this shade Villa here. And I'm going to add that into my crease, but I think I'm also going to I'm gonna do my lower crease and take it into my whole eyelid. So I think I'm gonna go into this brush here. This is the Luxie 205 brush. I'm just gonna take this one. Got it there. Wow, that one looks really pigmented. Let's just tap a little bit of that out just in case. So we're just going to just a little bit below where we put the brown one, and then we're gonna just drag it onto the lid itself. Okay, and now we're gonna do the other side exactly the same. All right. So next, we're going to go into, I mean, so far these are blending very nicely. I do like how they blend, pretty easy to do. They are very pigmented though, so go in with a little less and you can always build it up. I'm going to take this Luxie 209 brush right here. I got these brushes in a BoxyCharm, and I will say I really like them. They're very high quality. Okay, so I'm gonna take this shade here, or this brush here, and I'm going to go into shade Beach Club right there. Oh, if it will focus, there we go. Okay. So let's dip into this with a brush and see how that works. Okay. It is not really picking up with the brush. I mean, it picks up a little bit with the brush, Okay, I'm gonna try wetting the brush, and then I'm going to see if I can build that up a bit once the brush is wet with some setting spray. Now that it's wet, I'm gonna pick that up again. Let's see. Okay, yeah. This is with most shimmers, so it does build up quite a bit when you spray the brush. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that just covered my whole lid pretty good. Okay. So now we're going to try the other side. I'm gonna do this side with my finger and see how the color payoff is with my finger. Okay, we got it on my finger there. Oh yeah, it builds up quite nicely with the finger too. Now that I've done that, I'm actually gonna get my crease brush again, and I'm just going to buff out the crease a little bit, just to kind of diffuse it so it's a little more blended. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. I want to take the shade Super Yacht right there. I want to take that shade and I'm going to put it on the outer edge of my eye. This is going to be interesting. I will take this one with my finger just because I want to be very precise where I'm patting it. So I'm just going to take that shade and I'm just going to put it basically just this part of my eye right here. Just gonna work that in there. Wow, that was just from one dab and it's just so much pigment. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the brush that I use for all over my lid and I'm going to buff that from lightest to darkest just to kind of really blend those two shades together. I actually think, because now this is very, very purple, I think I'm going to take a little bit more of that Beach Club shade on this brush and I'm going to pat that in there. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do the same with the other side. We're going to take the shade Super Yacht and we're going to place it in this outer corner here. And then we're going to take the all over the lid brush. We're just going to tap, tap, tap. And now I think I'm gonna take the shade Marina and I'm gonna pop that into my inner corner. It's by Lavish. It's kind of tapered like this. So I'm gonna dip into that shade and I'm going to just press it into my inner corner here. Okay, that is pretty. All right, I think now I'm going to take some of, ooh, this is hard. What shade do I want? I'm gonna take some of the shade Cabana and I'm gonna put some of that on my lower lash line. I take this brush by Lavish. This is actually like an eyebrow brush, but I like this for the lower lash line. I'm gonna take the shade Cabana and we're just going to kind of brush it a little bit on the lower lash line. So it's kind of gonna look like that. We're gonna diffuse it in a bit. So we're gonna do the other eye too though. So now we're going to take our all over the lid brush with the Beach Club on it and we're just going to use it to diffuse. So I have now done mascara. I put on some eyebrow gel, which usually I just put on eyebrow gel, to be honest. I don't often use a lot of pencils, especially in the summer. I like quick and easy. So next we're going to put on some bronzer and some blush before we try out our highlighter. So for bronzer, I have this iconic London Ultimate Bronzing Powder in shade Medium Bronze. I received this one in a BoxyCharm, so I'm excited to try this out. I am going to use this Real Techniques. Technically it's a blush brush, but I want to use it for bronzer. See how that works out. So I'm going to dip into this and I'm going to just do like this. Wow, this is a very, very light bronzer. Yeah, it gives you a very, very subtle bronze, which, I mean, if you like that, then that's great. For me, I like a little bit more of a... Now I'm gonna try my nose contour. I use this little Real Techniques Rebel Edge brush here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw 2 lines on my nose. Okay, it showed up a little bit more for the nose. A little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques Expert Face brush. It's a little bit smaller, and I'm gonna just blend that out. Now I'm going to use this, a new blush to me. This is the BareMinerals Gen Nude Powder Blush in shade Strike a Pose. We're going to take that Expert Face brush we used to kind of blend our nose contour, and we're gonna go in with the blush. I like to do a little bit of a swirl motion, just a bit sometimes. And take that bronzer brush again, and I'm just going to blend that out a bit. Okay, well, I liked the blush. Don't really know how I feel about the bronzer. It just didn't really seem like it did very much. So now I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics Illuminating Face Palette. Illuminating in Ireland is what it's called. I'm gonna go in with the shade Golden, that really pinky shade there. And I'm going to take that on a Luxie 522 highlighting brush. Okay. Looks a little bit, oh wait, there we go. Yeah, that is pretty. I don't know if you can see that. And we're gonna take it on the other side here. And then we're gonna take it down the bridge of the nose here. I have this new lip balm, Milk Cosmetics. This is in shade Catatonic. Okay. Okay, it's a very subtle shade. I don't really think it's much different than my actual lip color. And we're going to finish up with some setting spray. This is the Milk Hydra setting spray. I love this setting spray. This is the final look here using the BH Cosmetics Summer in St. Tropez eyeshadow palette, and I also tried out the BH Cosmetics Illuminating in Ireland palette for my highlighter. I am very impressed with BH Cosmetics. I think that they are a really good brand. They're very affordable. These palettes in particular retail for $17 US each. I should have said that earlier in my video. However, if you go into your local Winners, you could find them for even cheaper than that. I think I paid less than $10 Canadian each for each of them. I think the pigment is incredible. It blended very nicely. The shimmers, I mean, they're gorgeous, like really. Especially that inner corner shade, Marina, I really enjoyed that. And the highlighter is very pigmented, very shiny. I love that. I will definitely have to try out some of the other shades in here. But thank you for checking out my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did enjoy it, please like this video and leave me a comment below. Let me see. Comment below one thing you are hoping to do before summer ends. Something that you've been wanting to do all summer long, but it just hasn't happened yet, and you have to do it, whether that's going to the beach or a vacation. If you're going on vacation, please comment below so I can live vicariously through you, because I don't think I'll be doing anything else this summer, unfortunately. You know, just with how schedules have lined up. So yeah, leave me a comment down below, something you are going to do before the summer ends that you've been hoping to do and you need to get it done. Please also subscribe to my channel, and that way I can see you in my next videos. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful end of your summer. Bye.